Watching me get money, I see why you hating. Roll up, getting elevated, should be PRE, how I'm paper chasing. I know I'm the motivation, watching me get money, I see why you hating. Roll up, getting elevated, should be PRE, how I'm
So guys, I have basically come to the end of my trading week because today is Thursday and I'm done trading for the week. I don't take more than 3 trades in a week, and this is just to break down the trades I took. Already I'm up about 4% on the account. This is my first time. This is the first week of me trading that challenge account, and I was up 5%. Yeah, I was up 5%, but today took a trade today which I raised 1.5 on each trade, which is about $75. But I was able to close out of the trade before it hit my stop loss. I already saw everything it was validated, and there was no chance of me just looking at it just spiking to my stop loss. So I closed it at $50 and some cents. So that's why the account went back to about 4%. But it's very good to make 4% in my first week of trading because I've taken like 2 trades like that, 3 trades, 1 win, 2 losses. Yes, 1 win, 2 losses. So if I can make 4% from 1 win, like taking 3 trades, losing 2 risking 1.5, but in all I lost about just $150 in the 2 losses. Which is the same because 1.5, 75, that's 150. So I lost exactly around 2%, and that's 3% because I risked 1%. And when I was making, I made about almost the trade I took, I made about 330 something. Yes, so right now the account is $194, so that's around 4%. That's almost 4%, so that's very good to start the account. But so I'm going to take you to the chart, show you the trades that I took, and let's see how the week goes. Join this journey. This is my first time being like trading a challenge account. Like I feel like this time I'm trading it with more discipline, patience. I feel like I'm trading it as a trader, but not like the first. I've ever bought a challenge account and I've never taken a win till I blew the account. That happens. Like I've never taken a win, just losses till I blew the account. So me buying this account, taking my first trade and loss, coming back, seeing a good setup and being able to scale in, make huge, like that's very great. So that was so much of your time. I also have another video to shoot soon. Today is Thursday, 25th of June. Tomorrow I will not be trading, I will not be opening the chat. Maybe Saturday that I'll come to do my review and just
so guys,
testing. So
this is my chart right now. Let me show you the trades that I took and how I journaled them. The trades that I've taken. I've not journaled the trade that I took today yet, but I'll journal it after the video and I'll be showing you all the setups. So let's go to my journal. As you can see, when I took the challenge, this was my first trade, this UJ. It was a loss. That was on the 23rd. I took it on the 23rd. It was Tuesday. Yes, that was Tuesday. So this was my emotions before the trade. Before taking the trade, I was okay. I have screenshot. I have where I do this and I have where I keep screenshots of the trade. So I'm going to show you everything. So I lost $80 on that trade. I was risking $75, but the commission and stuff took me to about $80 to almost $90. It's crazy, but their spread is very tight. Their spread is very tight. So after the trade stopped me out, I just realized that was my setup. There was nothing more I could do about it. So this was the win that I took on Wednesday. It was on gold. Before taking the trade, I was okay, no hesitation, no fear. This was how I was feeling before I took the trade. After the trade hit my TP, I was just good. Like it was just a good setup. Although the trade almost took me out, it almost took me as liquidity, but it didn't. So we made about 333. That's almost 6% from one trade. It was a sell London session and the setup was a standard. It wasn't a low probability trade, it was a standard setup. So let me take you to where our journal today's trade here, but let me show you where I keep screenshots of them. So we're in June. This is the 4th week of June. So this was the first setup. Like, this was a very good setup. Price was just some kind of way, but this was a very good setup. I've seen setups like this, but price still came, took me as liquidity and went in my direction. This trade went in my direction, went in my TP, way beyond my TP, but you can't say, you can't talk much. So this is basically the screenshot that I took. Price was giving us an inverse head and shoulder, a potential inverse head and shoulder. So as price was dropping here, lower low, lower high, it shifted in structure. So this was our right shoulder. So I wanted to get in early. We break this level. The inverse head and shoulder have been confirmed, which I've seen played out a lot of time back. Price still reversed back, failed to break this low. It was telling me that if I could have just kept my stop loss below this potential right shoulder, and that would have been a TP trade. But I wanted to be more aggressive, more TP, more risk, more RR. So I entered right after the price shifted. I was expecting price to just give us high, low till it break this level. This left shoulder confirmed, then we pushed to the upside. And basically, it stopped me out. As you can see. It didn't break this low, then it will just reverse. So this was the first trade. And my lesson after the trade, my lesson on this trade was that the trade was okay, but my entry was a bit liquidity. If I say liquidity, I mean I entered. I should have just kept my stop loss below where I felt this was a potential left shoulder, and it would have been okay. So liquidity cost, I had waited for, if I had, like, my entry was a bit liquidity cost. If I had waited for price to break with the body there, yes, that's also something I normally look out for. So this was the second good trade, which was a win. This was before the trade. As you can see, I added to this position. This was my first entry. Price came back, swept liquidity here, failed to break me. I'll be putting screenshots somewhere along the line. You see how price was left with a pip to stop me out, but it didn't stop me out. And when it was reversing, I was like, okay, if price was going to do me dirty, then why not? Why don't I also do it dirty? Because it was now confirmed. It was like 80% that this trade was going to hit TP. So I also have to show the trader, yes, you wanted to do me dirty, you failed. Let me also do it dirty. So immediately I saw the sweep, a engulfing candle. I entered here, reduced my first trade, which was 1.5% risk, which is $75. Reduce it. I entered with a risk of $25. That's 0.5. The second trade, then reduce my first trade to $50. So if I lose all the trades, I'm going to still lose 1%. Because the first trade right now, the stop loss is at where the second entry stop loss is. So the second entry, I'm losing $25. The first trade, I'm losing $50. Then that was how I was able to make $300 on this trade. If not that, if it was just the $75 risk, I was going to make $225. And already I was down on the account. My first trade was a loss, which I was down almost $100. So I would have been just up about $100, but I ended up about $250. And today I took that $50 loss, which I'm now back about $200, 4%. So that was how I was able to deal with this trade. As you can see, it was my first entry. You see how price almost stopped me out. I got my second entry here, then I dragged this first entry stop loss to this second entry stop loss, then I let it run. I could have just passed phase one on these two trades because my target was this low here, this low level, and hit my target. It was like the setup was just killing to me, but with my rules, once I'm in drawdown, I don't want to be holding trade more than my minimum RR. I just want to recover out of the drawdown and continue. If I get a good setup, I continue to hold. But once I'm in drawdown, holding, because at first I wanted to hold to this, and I said even if you try holding today and this trade doesn't hit that level, misbehave, and you close out without any tangible RR, there's going to be some way. So just take out your minimum RR, recover from the loss, and continue trading. So that was why I then decided to put my stop loss my TP at my minimum RR here, which is 1 to 3, then price just spiked to my direction. This would have been a clean trade, would have passed phase 1, but just follow the rules. It happened this way. I see that, oh, I could have done it, but what if it didn't play out, and right after it took me my 1 to 3, I was still holding there. There was something that just spiked to my break even. What would have happened? I would have still been in drawdown. So just follow your rules. That's what I would say. So this is the second trade. So let me show you. My lesson on this trade is that the setup was according to plan, but I nearly got stopped out because of liquidity. That's the same trade. The first trade I almost got stopped out. I got stopped out and the trade went in my favor, and this trade too, I nearly got stopped out, but I didn't get stopped out. So that's very good. So it's something that, like I said, I nearly got stopped because of liquidity, which I should always pay attention to when entering the trade. So before entering, I have to look out for where there is potential liquidity sweep that price might reverse to sweep. Then like this trade, there was this week here was a potential liquidity place where price can come to sweep. So price pulls back, swept liquidity, dropped. Amazing. So let me just show you the live trade I took. As you can see, gold is buying. I was buying gold because I saw the potential buys early at 7 a.m. I saw the potential buys around here. I entered here. Price stopped me out. I saw the potential buys at this place. My entry was at this place. My stop loss here. I was just expecting price to just take me about around here, then I'm out. I knew price could reach this level, but because it was still bearish and looking at structure was just telling us price wants to go bullish. So I just wanted to force structure to drop, stop me out, because I was okay because price has already swept this low liquidity. Gold is just go to find a way to stop you out and move in your direction. That's a lot of trades that have been stopped out and swept liquidity below here, came down, swept liquidity, and it still came down to sweep again liquidity. So what do you expect me to do? It is a loss. Can't do anything about it. So I'll go and journal this trade too. And these are basically the three trades I've taken. I'll screenshot my MT5 and put it somewhere along the screen so that you see. And basically it still went in my direction. Look at this. Because I'm done trading for the day. If I was not done trading for the day, I could have taken a trade here. Target my this side. But because I've already taken a trade, I cannot take a trade again, and my minimum trading days for the week is done. So basically I'm done trading for the week. 4%. Tomorrow is there. Let's see how the week goes. So, oh yeah, guys, that was basically how my week went. It was a good week, regardless of anything that happened. 1 win, 2 losses, 1 win, we are up 4%. That's crazy. A lot of people, if you don't follow risk management, these 2 losses, 1 win, you would have been, others would have been still down. But I am up 4%. 1 win, 2 losses. Risk management and RR work. So subscribe to the channel. Let's see how join this my profit journey. See how we're going to pass this account, how we're going to do it, and eventually let's see how the progress goes. Just here documenting my journey to profitability. So stay tuned, join this journey, subscribe, and comment your thought. How was your week? Comment it in the comment section, and I'll reply to everyone basically. So let's see how next week goes. That's it.